So he had a limited criminal history. He had some charges from 2004 when he was a juvenile, and he did diversion on those charges, so typically that wouldn't count as a conviction on his record. But there was no other criminal history that we have found at this time.
And why the high bail amount? I know you guys had asked for $100,000.
So I went over the majority of the reasons in court. The court rule in Washington allows bail to be set if someone is potentially a threat to the safety of the community or the safety of the victim. Part of the reason for our request of $100,000 bail was it's an abuse of trust. It's something in the legal system. If you have a position of trust and you abuse that position, we consider that a reason to ask for bail or ask for a higher sentence, that type of thing.
Is there any concern in the ongoing investigation that he's done this before?
At this point, I'm not willing to discuss any other investigation or anything about his past history.
Do you know, is he retired from his job or is he still?
I don't know anything about his current employment status. I believe he briefly addressed it in court, but I don't know anything additional.
Can you clarify something in the press release? It mentioned where this happened in the changing room, but it was some confusion. I want you to just say, where did this happen specifically?
All I'll say at this point is it happened within the Clark County Jail. I still believe it's an ongoing investigation, so I prefer not to discuss specifics of where it happened in the jail.
And you mentioned briefly to the judge there were no cameras in the changing room and that he knew that there were no cameras. Can you comment on that?
We believe based on his status at the time where he was working that he would have knowledge of the inner workings of the jail based on his job at the time.
So the fact that he didn't have his attorney present with him, does that mean he has to come back again in August, get rearranged basically?
So the first appearance is just to determine if there's probable cause and then either keep him in custody or set release conditions, set bail, that type of thing. Then at the arraignment is where he has the opportunity to read the information and determine if he wants to plead guilty or not guilty. So it's two separate court dates, and it sounds like he will have his attorney for the arraignment.
This may be kind of a stupid question, but considering he knows the workings of the Clark County Jail and that's where it happened, is there any kind of concern about him being housed in that facility?
At this point, I'm not going to discuss where he's being housed or where he is in custody or not in custody. So I'm not able to discuss that at this point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
Can I